We're live?
Yeah, you're up on the shots fired.
Nice. Okay, so this is SEUM, which is a pretty quick isling game that's way less lovely than Lovely Planet, but it's still pretty good. And commentating for me is Maddie, who's going to be running this at GDQ and has a lot more skill at this game than I do, but you know, I was in the opportunity to run this one, so let's go. Want to say anything?
Cool. So yeah, I'm Maddie. I currently hold the record in this category. Hopefully Sigma doesn't take it from me during this run. He's second on the leaderboard right now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't not run against your PB splits in game, so we're just gonna see me get like progressively farther behind as we go through the run. But well, or maybe I'll world record. You never know.
It's certainly possible.
You never know. All right.
I tried to be funny and get a PB before the run, but I didn't get a PB.
Okay, so
I was ahead, but I failed all the hard skips at the end. And
we're good for a countdown, so I'm gonna, when I start moving, it'll start, so we'll give it from 3. So 3, 2, 1, go. So you want to explain a bit about how this game works, like the mechanics and stuff behind it, while I just go through these easy levels?
Yeah, sure. So floor 1's pretty simple, so I'll just go through some of the stuff real quick. So it's a first-person platformer. What we're going to be seeing is eventually we'll see some more complex mechanics. You'll be seeing it shoot torches, which basically activate triggers. There's moving platforms. These the green pads are subwoofer bounce pads. There's breakable walls, swinging axes, basically just standard platforming obstacles. You'll see him probably shooting multiple shots at once at some point. He's not cheating, not using any macros. He's got the shoot button bound to his mouse wheel. The green orb you saw him pick up just a bit ago is the first power up, which is anti-gravity. Basically what it sounds like, you can hold the alt fire and lets you hover. You can go as high as you want, but there are kill boxes at the top of the levels. And additionally, you have these rings that act as like separate. They act like separate trigger mechanisms. Flying through the rings will activate them. And right there on this level, he's shooting over the wall. There's a torch on the other side. He wants to shoot to open this cage.
I missed.
Yeah, I saw you missed. This will be the end of floor 1. So each floor has 10 normal levels and 1 bonus level that you can get after. During the normal playthrough of the game, you would unlock through picking up the collectibles, and once you get enough, you unlock the bonus levels.
Oh, good God.
The other interesting thing about this game is that if you wait at the start of a level before actually starting, the moving objects will keep moving, so you can kind of set your cycles before you begin the level. And that's mostly more useful for doing ILs. It's sometimes slower in RTA, but not always.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing it a little bit, but I'm going to probably lose time against my splits because I did that in my splits because it's good for the in-game time, but for this run I'm just going to try for RTA. But there's a few levels where you have to wait for the cycle anyways, so nothing you can do.
The blue power-up that he's been picking up in the last few levels is the blink power-up. I would say Sigma's widely considered the best user of blink power-ups. He likes very much ILing the blink levels, and he's very good with them. Oh wait, I'm thinking of Sirius, right?
Yeah, I'm no good with anything.
Sirius is the one that likes doing blink levels. Your names both start with S, so... But yeah, the blink power-up, it shoots out this blue fireball, which you can either let it hit a wall or another object, and it teleports you, or you can use the alt fire again in midair, and it will kind of proxy it wherever it is at the moment. The other thing you've seen him, he did it a couple times already, is you can get like a momentum boost by jumping off of moving objects. It works in all directions, up, down, sideways.
Oh yeah, this is a real good level for it.
Yeah.
Probably one of the more noticeable ones.
Yeah. Until really late in the game, there's another one.
Yeah, that's that one.
That's the most obvious one.
Yeah, I like this one because you go so high, and like all the other ones are just going fast in a line.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, how do you aim? Can you tell me? Because I can't.
No.
Jeez.
A couple things that have just come up. The ghost platforms, which you can shoot to activate or deactivate them, and the use of the anti-gravity to manipulate your own fireballs. Those are somewhat recurring themes throughout the game. Now, the other thing that won't necessarily come up as much, that's a big thing in the IL community, is doing these edge jumps. Or if you jump just at the edge of a platform, you can get a slight forward boost of momentum.
Yeah, I don't even go for those in non-IL runs, because if you jump late, then well, you fell off the platform and you're pretty done for. But when you're ILing, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's basically required for any ILs. And here's Pyramid. This is the second longest level?
Yeah, it's got to be up there.
I think it's the second longest. The only one. Well, it is the longest IL, I think, actually.
True.
But it's really the second longest level.
ILing this is really painful because the strat I did here, where I went into like a side cubby and shot a torch, you don't do that. You have to turn at the end here and shoot the torch while you're passing by if you want to IL. So you have to do this like 40-second thing and then go for this super hard shot right at the end of it. And yeah, it's no fun.
That level's stupid. Nobody likes to IL it. This one with the big grid of floating platforms is it's basically just a game where each row has one normal platform you can jump on. You can actually jump on the side of the platform with the spikes and just go straight through it, which I like to do, even though it's inconsistent.
Yeah, I do it on the first one, but I don't go for the second one, because it's really easy to line up the first one.
I do all of them.
What a beast.
I just go straight through. It's only like a second faster build. So
that's why he's the world record holder.
No. The third power-up he's using here is the split power-up, which it lets you basically create a clone of yourself, and by using the Alt-Fire again, you can rewind. Just your position, you can rewind back to where you were before. All the triggers that you hit stay active. There's a couple cool little tricks that you can use with it that will come up later.
Yeah, there's some other stuff with that one, like it kills whatever momentum you had, so... Well, there's some levels where you're intended to, like, prevent yourself from going up into spikes with it. Like Jump of Death, I think it's called, or something.
Yeah,
although that's not even the strat that gets used, so... What are you gonna say about it?
The only real trick that comes with it is you can actually shoot fireballs while you're rewinding, and you can use that to kind of cheese a few...
Oh yeah.
You can use that to choose a few little things.
That's the boss level on, well, one of these floors. I don't know. Make a wish. I'm gonna screw that level up, by the way.
It's the bonus, yeah, it's the bonus level on floor 5.
I'm just happy I didn't run into spikes on Fan. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, this is a pretty short game. The all level speedrun is about the same length as something like Super Meat Boy 90%.
Any major glitches?
It's about a 20. There were a lot of glitches in this game. The devs are actually really active in paying attention to what we talk about for this game. And in the previous patches, there were a few really huge game-breaking glitches. Like pressing escape made things lose their collision. You could clip fireballs and blink fireballs through walls and just teleport to the end of the level. There is actually a build of this game that still has all the glitches if people want to, but most of our community has kind of abandoned that because most of us don't necessarily like doing that because it kind of takes the fun out of most of the levels.
Yeah, I didn't really do runs of this while it was glitched because it's like a lot of levels all you did was you shot a fireball at a wall and you paused and unpaused until the fireballs went through. And that was the level, and it was like way faster than doing anything else.
There is actually there is a run on speedrun.com of the old patch that was done by XOSDA. So if you want to see what it used to look like, people can go check that run out.
So like the anti-gravity affects your fireballs, it also affects your other power-up shots, which gets used rarely because you can only have one power-up at a time, but a few levels ago we saw it, and I think there's one more example. What am I doing?
Yeah, you can do it on choice as well.
That's definitely how you're supposed to do bouncy ball, don't worry about it.
Oh,
And this is a level where you're supposed to wait at the start for the cycle, but I forgot, so we're just gonna add a whole bunch of time to my in-game time on this, but I'm not too worried about it, because we're so far behind on that already.
It's also not any slower for RTA, so
yeah.
It hurts his in-game time.
You're just stuck there waiting for the first thing to open no matter what you do.
The funny thing is, so there's another category of this game where you can do the collectibles as well. And on that level, you actually start it right away when you're doing the collectibles.
I actually haven't even learned the collectibles run of this yet. I should someday.
Please, any competition.
Okay, this level sucks. See
I'm like 600 seconds ahead of the next best time.
No! I knew it was gonna happen.
Yes, there's a really weird setup going on in this level. Basically, what you need to do is there's a small hole in the center of that middle area, but it has a grate on top of it, which only opens when you hit the switch on the outside. But when you hit that switch, the gate closes, which means you have to like have a fireball in the middle as it's closing. So it's a little bit of a puzzly thing.
Yeah,
and
there's an easy, slow way to do it, but
yeah.
that's well, it would have been. I think it's faster than failing, like I did. But whatever.
Now that we've headed into floor 6 here, we're going to see the final power up, which is the spawn platform, and basically works pretty similar to the blink fireball, where you can either proxy it in midair and it'll spawn a platform, or when it makes contact with another surface, it spawns a platform.
Right when I got on Devil's Pass, I remembered that I was supposed to learn the easy strat for it before this, but I didn't, so glad that worked out.
You'll notice that he shot a lot of platforms really quickly. He actually has the alt fire bound to his other mouse wheel direction.
Yeah.
So when he's shooting at a wall, he can make a bunch of platforms really quickly.
It's very useful for climbing. I think there's some tech where you can like boost yourself off of a platform, but I'm terrible at that, so I just catch myself.
Whenever you make a platform under yourself, if you're jumping, like you can get this really big boost of momentum. Personally, I don't use the scroll wheel for platforms. I use my mouse wheel down for jumping.
I'm so sad. Oh my god, what's going on? This first jump on this level is so hard.
You got it second try. Okay.
And fell, and then got a third try.
Oh.
I wish I could do it that consistently when I was actually doing decent runs.
Please don't make me sad. Yeah, so that skip is really hard. normally you basically just like traverse this giant pirate ship, but you can just jump around the entire level. It's kind of funny. In the old version of the game, where all the glitches existed, you used to be able to pause the game and it would kill all your momentum. And you could actually do this hover around the level. And it made the skip 100% consistent, but it was actually slower than doing it the way that we do it now. Because it killed all your forward momentum too.
Yeah. There were a couple levels that had...
So now that the glitches are gone, that level's actually faster. Because people have to do the level without stopping.
Yeah. That skips, like, it's... I can't believe how getting it twice in a row like that. That's... I'm like 1 over 20 on that jump, maybe.
Yeah, it's really hard.
I was completely prepared when I fell off at the end there to just be like retrying that jump for the next 30 seconds or so.
But that skip saves like 35 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. The long way around that level really sucks. So, as long as you get it in the first like 10 tries, then it's better than going the long way. So you go for it in runs. It just sucks that it's so far.
Definitely not faster 10 tries, because you can do another faster version where you jump around the side and do like an edge jump around
that's
the
true.
spikes, which is what I do in the collectibles run. Because you actually have to open the normal path to get the collectible.
Oh, that's another good reason to learn that run. I don't have to do this sales skip on it.
You're not wrong. Because once you open the path, even after you get the collectible, it's faster to just do the normal path instead of doing the skip again.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me of one other thing we never talked about in this game, that if you shoot the blink fireball into the end portal, you instantly finish the level. That comes up a lot of times when trying to do levels a certain way.
I was supposed to keep teleport on that level, but I messed up and accidentally shot it into the split power up. But I didn't die, so it's a lot better than I normally do there.
At least I don't have to worry about losing my world record.
Yeah. No worries there. This is definitely a run. Not a fast one. Okay, so here's the other really noticeable platform boost we were talking about. So like this platform is gonna take off, and then almost right away you can just jump straight to the end because it goes so fast and it gives you so much speed right when you jump off of it.
Yeah, you only have to wait like a 1/10 of a second or so.
Yeah, the time I waited there was like way too long, but I just didn't want to miss it, so.
Because it's definitely possible to jump too early and then you don't make the platform.
Yeah, the IL for that entirely consists of just trying to jump as early as possible so you still make it.
You missed all the torches again.
Yeah, aiming's impossible. I don't know how to do it. Okay, so here's a level that you would stop yourself with split on, except you can just run into that torch if you don't do it wrong twice like I did. Which is kind of impressive because all you have to do for that strat is hold forward, so I can just move my mouse and fail it twice. It's pretty sick right there. I'm gonna try to grab Blink early here. I missed. Okay. If you have it early, you can start the Blink going. Oh god, we're in trouble. Okay. Okay. We can do this. So you can only throw a limited number of Blinks in the air, but if you touch a wall, you get that count. Oh god.
Oh.
Okay, we're good.
What have you done?
I don't know. It all went wrong. I almost saved it, and then it went more wrong.
So I did actually remember one other interesting thing with the power-ups in this game is because you can actually shoot the quote enemy fireballs, you can actually attach your power-ups to fireballs, and that's actually required to get one collectible. Where you attach a teleport to another fireball. What is it?
I'm just gonna. I should have gone, but I was just spooked. This level's pretty long, so I didn't want to just run into the spikes and have to embarrass myself doing the start of it again. Fortunately, you can cheese the end.
To tell people that, in addition to the normal ILs and all levels runs, speedrun mode of this game also contains the capability to do single floor runs, where you would just do all 11 levels on each floor.
Yeah, it's sort of like your mix between ILing and full game runs. Like, you get a lot of IL strats in there, but...
Yeah, it's a little more IL friendly than doing something like this, especially when you would get to the end of the game and you wouldn't want to necessarily do an IL that saves you half a second but is a lot less consistent. You missed it.
I'm gonna try this clip that I found a setup for right before this run that I didn't know how to do before. Because this level normally takes like a minute to do.
It's in the mid-50s.
Yeah. But if you can just clip through this grate, you can save all of that.
Other interesting information, clips used to be about 99% free in the old version of this game. But they tried to change how the collision works, and now they kill you a lot more often.
Yeah.
But apparently it's still possible, because people started doing it.
Okay, if I fail it too many times, I'm just gonna limp through the normal version of this level. But one more try, and then we'll hang our heads in shame and just go the slow way. I thought this was consistent enough to do, but you never know.
Yeah, you seemed like he was practicing before, and it was working very consistently for him.
Okay, we're going the slow way.
But it's really, really precise, and it also requires you to do like a delay after you shoot the platform.
Yeah, you have to be standing in a pretty specific spot and then aiming at a pretty specific spot, and then you have to shoot, and just a little bit after you shoot, you have to hold back, otherwise you die. So, I just wanted to show off what this level looks like normally, and that's why I failed it 4 times. And we're dead again. Okay.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. It's the worst dream come true.
I died like that practicing before, when I was trying to get a PB before this run, but I was behind, so I didn't feel too bad.
I did one D-Rest run when I was found out I was going to run this here, and I died a bunch on this level, so that's why I went and found the clip, and I was like, yeah, this setup's alright, we can do this, and then, yeah. Okay.
This level is actually as hard as it looks.
Alright, we're clipping. I can't beat the level normally. I can't help but teleport into that song.
I don't teleport past that one, I just jump over it.
You can jump over that?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Okay, well, we'll get through this level eventually. You may not believe me, but we'll manage to do it somehow. Let's get this set up better. Okay. I don't even know, man. I've got to meditate on that clip. We'll go the normal way, but without dying. That's the strat now.
Please send help.
It's impossible. I think they patched this and upped the difficulty of this level. I can't do it. We might have to relay this. He was like, "Yeah, I'll fill in a run. It'll take 20 minutes. No problem." Is the clip frame rate dependent? Maybe. I don't know.
We're not really sure much about it. Since it's been less consistent, people have been less keen on really working on it. Everyone's just kind of like, oh, we'll wait until somebody finds a setup for it.
I thought I had this great setup, but here we are.
And now nobody has a setup for it.
This is our life.
I just been doing the level normal when I do runs.
Yeah, I had been too. So it's, you know, somebody's got a setup for that. It's free world record, 40-second save right there. But maybe someday. Okay, we did it. We beat the third last level. Now we're basically in the clear.
The last 2 levels are pretty free.
Yeah, I don't actually remember what the road is on this last one, so I'm just gonna jump on random clouds, and then.
It doesn't really make a difference. It's less than a second slower to do it pretty much anyway.
Yeah. I can't aim. That's the lesson to take away from this very last level here. If you hadn't already figured it out throughout that run.
No, the lesson to be learned from this run is that your run is always going to go down the toilet.
Oh, yeah. That could be said. Okay, well we did it. We made it through. That was SEUM. With an extra several minutes of the last floor tacked onto it at the end there. Whew. So I don't know if we just hang out here or what, or if they give us mercy and So I was underestimate? Oh my gosh.
Dude, I told you, 25 minutes is a long time for this game.
Yeah, that was apparently 24-25.
I told you, it's a long time.
Phew. Good thing I put out the conservative estimate there. Wow.
That's what my GDQ estimate is. But that was before I got better.
There you go. So you can have that much of a train wreck of a run and still make it. That's reassuring.
That's a pretty big train wreck, I'm not gonna lie.
No kidding. I didn't even hit the top 15. This run wouldn't even be on the leaderboards.
Alright, well,